Hey everybody, James Yeager with Tactical Response, and this is part 2 for the ambush videos, and I hope you enjoy it. It's just me going very quickly through another PowerPoint of mine. I'm sorry the video quality is not as good as it can be, and I'm not a videographer. I'm an instructor. I do the best I can with my technology retardation, but the ultimate, the end game is I don't really care how polished it is as long as I'm getting the information out there. I hope you enjoy it, and check it out. Okay, so part 2 of the ambushes. This is an image, very grotesque, gruesome image. Some warriors died this day. This was an attack on Blackwater very early in the Iraq War on Biop Road, and you can read the accounts of that. But some very decisive and heroic action by these guys. True fucking warriors, true badasses. Phases of an ambush: preparation and prevention, all the things that you should be doing before the ambush. The attack itself, the type of ambush you have encountered, typically either linear or L-shaped. Consolidation, the regrouping, communication, treating the wounded, ammo count, etc., etc. And then the AAR, the after action report, the honest discussion of performance. Survival principles, as I discuss in other areas of YouTube. You can read these, you can watch that video on survival principles itself and get a full gamut of my opinions on that stuff. Awareness, yellow, orange, and red, of course, different levels of awareness. White, you should never be in white. Principles of personal defense. Awareness, what should you be looking for? Well, IEDs if possible, shooters if possible, but surveillance. Surveillance is one that's the hardest really to spot because it might just be somebody talking on a cell phone or something like that. So what are you looking for? Well, here is an IED that you see this shell and the wire going across. It just happened to, I guess, not go off, and it got ran over a few times, and the dirt uncovered it. But you know, something like that could certainly do some serious damage. Amateurs practice until they get things right, and professionals train until they can't get it wrong. And there is no amount of effort or importance I can put on this. Training, there's a list of things that you should train. You can stop the video if you need to read the list, but there's lists of things that you should do. Planning should be in 4 phases. Military calls it PACE: primary plan, the alternate plan, the contingency, and then finally the emergency plan. These 4 levels of planning really make sure that the mission is accomplished accordingly. Prevention and preparation topics: vehicles, preparation, the individual gear list, what is every operator carrying, the importance of convoy security, convoy procedures, posture while participating in convoys, sectors of responsibilities. Some of the stuff was outlined in the first ambush video. Immediate action drills, contingency plans, refuel flats and breakdowns, all that stuff has to be practiced. Vehicle preparation cannot be understated. The importance of correct tire pressures, especially when you're running armored cars, staying on top of the tire pressures and stuff like that cannot be understated. Things like your spare tire, make sure it actually fits the car. Actually get out and try to change the tire. Make sure that you have all the tools you need to change the tires. You'd be surprised how many people are rolling around in vehicles that they have to have that little specialty socket that's supposed to be in the glove box to remove the rims, and they can't. Know all the capabilities of your vehicle, how to run the 4-wheel drive, if it has sub-tanks for the fuel, all the instrumentation and accessories. The vehicle gear, stuff that should be in the vehicle in general, of course, mission specific: fuel cans, toolkit, compass, map, signal devices, medical gear, flashlight, communications, extra water, binocular, spare keys, etc., etc. Individual operator gear, body armor, of course, weapon with however many magazines that are needed for that particular situation, water, comms, ID, weapons, badges, etc., etc. Eye protection day and night. A lot of guys leave out with tinted lenses on and they stay till after dark and they don't have any eye protection after dark. Money, of course, US dollars worked. You don't have to worry about taking gold. And then finally, a personal medical kit. Security is the difference between life and death. Awareness is everything. Do not become complacent. While in convoy, no noise or distractions in the vehicle during the convoy operations. Keep the radio off. That means like the music radio off. You must communicate within your vehicle. Tell each other what you see. Pass on any important information. All vehicle occupants stay alert and observe their assigned sectors. Weapons posture may be mission specific. That means are the guns sticking out the windows, or you got them hidden. All personnel should wear body armor during convoy operations. No sleeping, eating, or any unnecessary distractions while you're doing the convoy. Driving. Basic basic PSD driving, you can do two things: change the speed or the directions. When it's high risk, you can add shooting and teamwork. Shooting, of course, is the people that are not driving the car, and then the teamwork, people calling stuff out, telling you where to drive or how to drive, or whatever the case may be. Driver attributes: trained reflexes, good frame of mind, high skill level, anticipation, learn what priming is and use that, and physical and mental health, well rested, etc., etc., etc. Driving guidelines: drive aggressively but never outdrive the vehicle or the driver limitations, which is quite often done. Proceed quickly to the destination without becoming reckless. Vary convoy routes and departure and arrival times when possible. This throws off the bad guys. Do not stop vehicles unless you must. If so, move to a secure location if possible. But the first rule of motorcade or convoy is do not stop. Spacing: vehicle spacing and speed are situational dependent. In congested areas, you close the distance between the vehicles so nobody can get in between you. When you're out on the highways, then of course you open it up a little bit. Avoid obstacles in the road when traveling under bridges. Change lanes and vary speed at the last second to avoid grenades and things that might be dropped off the bridge. Look for surveillance. Avoid obstacles if possible. The best way to avoid an attack is to find the lookouts. If attacked, maintain 360-degree security, begin medical evacuation procedures, and the principal vehicle should evade. General convoy guidelines: stage ammo, frags, smoke, etc. all over the vehicle. Wear a helmet and other protective equipment if possible. Train every day, every single day. Train on every weapon you can. Hard cars save lives. That means armored cars save lives. Hand grenades, smoke, thermite, bang, CSCN, whatever. The rule is never pull the pin unless you have it outside the window. Mr. Grenade is not your friend rolling around on the floor with the pin out. Types of ambushes: L-shaped or linear. Ambush communication: the 3Ds. All observations from the driver's perspective: direction, distance, description. Communication, most critical aspect of a tactical operation and is the most fragile. Stay in the fight. If you are shot, cut, or hit, keep fighting. Your chances of surviving your injury are excellent unless you permit the attacker to finish you off at his leisure. Do not expect a hostile party to show mercy or compassion. They will not. If your car is dead, get out of it or you will be. A car door is not cover. In fact, a car is not cover. Cement is cover. 3 C's: communicate, communicate, communicate with your team and with your operations center. For the dead and wounded, every team member should know the blood type, religious preference, and next of kin for every single team member. You should know this stuff. Don't wind up in a medical emergency and not be able to tell people blood types and allergies. And certainly if somebody passes away, there's going to be somebody coming up and asking you, what the religious preference is or who's your next of kin. Know that stuff. Then, of course, the after-action report, the most often overlooked aspect of it, and the part where people try to write themselves in as warriors and heroes, and never want to tell the truth about how they fuck stuff up. So that was it. The two most common problems with ambushes is lack of training prior, and then honest after-action reports after. And when there is no fault in a tactical environment, then why did something go wrong? So it's kind of odd in that respect. So ambushes: maintain your sectors, stay vigilant. The key is counter surveillance. Watch for the people that are conducting surveillance on you and try to counter that as best you can. And basically, at the end of the day, keep your head up. And when it's time to fight, get in the fight. This is James Yeager for Tactical Response. I really appreciate you guys watching. Please subscribe. Please share my videos. And remember, your responsibility to be ready for the fight never ends.